Can we do a little bit of myth busting?
Myth busting, yes, I love it.
These are all the myths, at least I have heard, let's say in the last, I don't know, let's call it 3 months. If I get diagnosed, let's say metastatic breast cancer, I don't want to do traditional medicine. I have read online that high-dose vitamin C infusion will really help me. What do you
What
say?
should I do? Yeah.
What should I do?
Yes. So it is true. High dose vitamin C might be able to help someone if they're doing chemotherapy. So the research with high dose intravenous vitamin C is all alongside chemotherapy or immunotherapy or radiation. And its role is to help with side effects. So it's been shown to help with energy. It's been shown to decrease nausea, decrease pain, improve appetite, improve sleep, all things that people struggle with during chemotherapy. I've used it in clinical practice very often, actually, and it is often someone's best friend during chemotherapy. I am very honest with patients, though, that it is meant as a adjunct to chemotherapy, and that if it was an alternative, I'd be curing cancer, all day long. And I actually never have, right? And so I really make sure people understand the difference between alternative and integrative. And intravenous vitamin C is integrative. It's meant to be used alongside it, not as an alternative.
Okay, my next one. If I stop eating sugar, I will never get cancer.
You will never get cancer. So, as someone who's never had cancer or who wants to prevent it from returning?
Great sub question in there. Let's say we're talking survivors or
Survivors.
active treatment.
Okay, sounds good. So, there's actually been a lot of research into nutrition and cancer. And there are a couple things that are very commonly replicated, meaning that's seen again and again and again. So, in nutrition research, they capture sugar intake with soda consumption and fruit juice consumption. That's usually what they ask people. And it is very well captured and observed and validated that higher sugar intake is actually related to higher rates of recurrence. So those are ultra sugary drinks. So I might even extend that to say more like processed foods, refined baking, sugars, things like that. The difference there is it doesn't include fruits and vegetables or legumes or our other carbohydrates like rice, for example. Those types of sugars are high in those types of foods are high in fiber, which balances sugar, and it's quite the opposite actually. People who have higher intakes of fruits and vegetables and fiber actually have been shown to have decreased recurrence. So there is a very big difference between the type of sugar, and how it matters is its effect on insulin. So when you consume certain foods, so let's say a Coca-Cola, sorry, Koch brothers, hope I don't get in trouble, versus, an apple, for example. The insulin response in your body is night and day. So insulin and its sister hormone, insulin-like growth factor, do contribute to the growth of cells. And so when something is more sugary, like a sugary soda, that increases insulin more. And that's why those types of beverages and processed foods do seem to be linked to recurrence. So there's just figuring out the difference of what the sugar source is.
This podcast, show notes, and newsletter is for general informational purposes only and does not constitute the practice of medicine, nursing, or other professional healthcare services, including the giving of medical advice, and no doctor-patient relationship is formed. The use of information on this podcast or any materials linked from this blog is at the user's own risk. The opinions of the speakers are their own and do not represent the opinions of organizations they're affiliated with, nor do they reflect the opinions of Mantacares Inc. or Mantacares' sponsors.